All right, Nick, let's talk about the Houston Texans. This is a team, one of the hotter teams in the NFL right now. One of the hottest quarterbacks, not just rookies, hottest quarterback in the NFL right now. He's doing absolutely fantastic. Top 2 in passing yardage. He is a star, and he's making a lot of other guys on this team a star. And I think the Texans have somebody coming back from injury that is going to make this team so much better, not just for CJ Stroud, but the offense as a whole. And that, of course, is the young center from Penn State, Juice Scruggs, looking like he's coming back from IR, getting into practices, and like he is about to return. Let's get into the article, and we can just talk about it on the other side. This, of course, is from Pro Football Rumors. It says, Juice Scruggs has endured a long journey back from hamstring injury he suffered during the preseason. The Texans have finally designated the Penn State product for return Wednesday. KPRC2's Aaron Wilson tweets, Scruggs, who's been moving towards being the Texans' starting center during training camp, now has 3 weeks to be activated from IR. Again, from Pro Football Rumors. Now, Nick, I think this is huge because the Texans' offense already ranked 6th in the NFL per PFF. They're very, very effective. What could make them more effective? A better offensive line, a young budding center who could come in and really kind of turn the tides. This guy was looking good. He was looking to take the starting spot for the Texans. I think it could be a really, really big addition for them, and I think it really will help out CJ Stroud as well. I want to know what your thoughts are on this, but Texas fans, big game versus the Jaguars this coming weekend. 2 hot teams right now, 2 teams doing surprisingly very well. And I say surprisingly for the Texans, they've surprised the heck out of me as far as what they could potentially accomplish this year. But let us know in the comments below, what do you think the potential score of Texans-Jaguars game is in the comments below. But Nick, what are your thoughts on Juice Scruggs, and what does this mean for the Texans?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's very clear, Houston Texans fans, you guys got to be incredibly thankful for CJ Stroud. And I bet you before long, CJ Stroud will be incredibly thankful for the emergence of a guy like Juice Scruggs. Because you alluded to it, my Scruggs was looking like he was going to clearly be the starter and a big-time player for this Texans offensive line based on Scruggs' performance in training camp and throughout the preseason. His injury, unfortunately, limited his production so far during the regular season. But an emergence by Scruggs could be exactly what the help is, exactly the help that CJ Stroud needs to continue his hot performance. Because right now, CJ Stroud is dealing with the 4th most pressures among all qualifying quarterbacks in the NFL. That is a lot. That's a lot if you got an MVP veteran quarterback like a Patrick Mahomes. When you got a rookie quarterback that obviously has a young team, a lot of great playmakers, but still a young team, first-time head coach, that's a lot to ask for. And for long-term sustained success, that's not going to be a situation you want to be in. Getting an upgrade at center is exactly the issue, or exactly the remedy to that issue. Look, Michael Dieter, the current starting center, this is a guy who, according to PFF, grades out as a 59 overall. 59 is not very good. Of course, anyone who's familiar with grades knows that's an F. That's far from ideal. His pass protection grade when isolated is only 63. Again, D- stuff. Not great. You would like to get that in at least the 70s. That's considered a quality star in the NFL based on PFF scale. Maybe even better than that. But I tell you what, 63 is not going to get it done. And look, we all know the NFL, when it comes to late in the season, it becomes a pass rush, pass protection kind of game. If you can protect your quality quarterback, you can make a serious run to the playoffs. If you can't protect, seasons fall apart very quickly. So again, this is great timing to get like a guy like Scruggs back into the fold for the Texans offense. Because look, we know Stroud's been absolutely ridiculous, Miles. And I tell you what, based on his performance right now, I know a lot of people say he's a shoo-in for the Offensive Rookie of the Year. If they beat the Jaguars and continue this out and win this division, I think he's the MVP. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I definitely think he's MVP caliber because this is a guy, he's top 2 in passing right now. He's led this team. He's made a bunch of stars. Tank Dell looked like the steal of the draft as far as the wide receiver position goes. This is a guy who's leading this Texans offense that looks absolutely incredible. He's making 4th quarter comebacks. He's making clutch plays. He's doing everything. He's putting the team on his back when he needs to. And I mean, who is it going toe-to-toe with him? We know the MVP, unfortunately, it's a quarterback award nowadays. But who's going toe-to-toe to him? Tua? Tua's been good in certain games, but in other games, he flat out stinks. I mean, you see Mahomes. Mahomes is down. Mahomes not even top 5 in passing yards this year. There's nobody, I think, who's going at the rate that Stroud is and is unprecedented. Because how many rookies come in and are candidates, Nick, for the MVP? Obviously, Offensive Rookie of the Year, he's definitely going to win that. But MVP, how many guys could throw their hat in the ring for something like that? I think it's super impressive what he's doing. And I think the addition of Scruggs really helps get him there because they already had the overhaul of this offensive line. The addition of George Fant, the addition of Shaq Mason on that right side of the line really bumped it up. They have Tunzel on the left, putting Scruggs back in the middle. I think this is a solid wall for Stroud and co to be behind, and I really think that this could help that MVP and playoff push because this Texans team, I think, has overperformed expectations massively, and that is what I think gets Stroud in the MVP conversation. This is a team nobody expected to do anything. He's brought them there, and not only are we talking about MVP considerations, we're talking about playoff push considerations, and that is all because of a guy like CJ Stroud.
And you talk about Scruggs returning into the fold at the right time. Obviously, it's probably going to take him a few practices, maybe a week or two to get in the fold. But if you look at the meat of their schedule down the stretch, they've got a 4-game stretch where they've got the Jets, the Tennessee Titans, the Cleveland Browns, and the Tennessee Titans. All 4 of those teams are known for great defenses in the middle. Obviously, Simmons for the Titans, Quentin Williams for the New York Jets. And look, we all know the Cleveland Browns front 4 is an absolute monster. Getting Scruggs an upgrade at center to upgrade the interior offensive line for that stretch is going to be absolutely massive. So not only are they getting a quality player back for a playoff push, they're getting a quality player back into the fold at the right time based on the matchups in front of them as well. So no matter how you look at this Texans fans, look, CJ Stroud is getting the help he needs when he needs it. And look, it's going to be an exciting photo finish in the AFC South and maybe the wild card. I tell you what, Houston fans, it's a great time to be a fan of this organization. CJ Stroud obviously has got a great future in front of him, but we can focus on today because right now, thanks to Stroud and hopefully with the addition of Scruggs soon, this is a dynamic football team to watch.